What am I doing here? I am typing some questions on a laptop, and I am going to be asking you some questions today and typing out your answers. Today we are focused on questions about self-awareness, emotional intelligence, essentially how to be the best version of yourself. If you're new to this, good luck. If you're not new to this, good luck. So there are two different types of self-awareness, or two different parts of it, the internal self-awareness and the external self-awareness. Internal is our thoughts, our feelings, our goals, our aspirations, our passions, being able to assess how we're feeling, expressing how we're feeling. Our external self-awareness is how other people perceive us, and us being able to see that and accept that this is how we look out there, and this is how we feel in here, and seeing both sides of that coin. So I'm just going to jump right into the questions. You are welcome to not answer any that you're uncomfortable with, but I challenge you to answer to the best of your ability. Maybe you'll learn something new about yourself. Maybe someday I'll come on here and answer them myself, but probably not. Question number 1. Am I confident when I speak to others? How is your confidence? How do you feel about speaking up about your feelings? Great. Question number 2. Do the people around me have to walk on eggshells or sugarcoat any truths that might be hard to hear when they're around me? Gotta look deep inside for that one. Next question. Am I a safe person to share with in confidence, or do I enjoy gossip? Where there's no wrong answers, just noticing what's true. You don't have to tell anyone. You can just think it if you don't want to tell me. Next question. Am I quick to get angry? And if you are quick to get angry, how do I feel afterwards? I guess it depends on how you respond. How do you respond when you're angry, or react when you're angry? And then how do you feel afterwards? Next question. Do I avoid confrontation to keep the peace? It's not really peace if you're avoiding confrontation. Just so you know. Next. Am I good at time management? How do you manage your time? No wrong answers. Be nice to yourself. I'm just going to keep running through these. Just think about it. Give your answer, whatever's just the raw truth. You don't have to change it. Do I embrace the present moment, or do I spend a lot of time in the past or in the future? How do I cope with stress? How do you cope with stress? And based on your answer, are those habits healthy in your opinion? Maybe some of them are, maybe some of them aren't. Maybe all of them are, maybe all of them aren't. Am I continuously working on being the best version of myself? Am I able to ask for help when I need it? Is it easier to ask those closest to you for help or paying a stranger for help? Next one. Do I guard my heart in love or in the process of falling in love? Do you protect yourself or do you just open fully? When I'm with people that are closest to me, do I openly share how I feel, or do I do most of the listening and advising without being vulnerable myself? Next question. When somebody lets me know, I guess I could say lets you know, that something that you've done has maybe impacted them in a way that makes them feel sad or hurt or angry or upset, how do you respond to that? Are you open and willing to hear that, or do you get defensive? There are no wrong answers. It's okay. What is your greatest strength? You're not allowed to say you don't have one. What do you need to work on most? Just one thing. You don't need to list off a lot of things, just one. Do you allow past hurts, past heartbreaks, past experiences, past stories to prevent you from stepping into something similar but new? New relationships, new jobs, new lifestyles, new ways of being. On a scale from 1 to 10, how happy are you with your relationship with yourself? And a lot of times with questions like these, it's just how you feel right now. Because sometimes you could be like, check back in with me tomorrow, and it might be different. That's okay. Next question. Do I project my own feelings and stories onto other people, or can I take responsibility for my own pain? When are you at your best? I'm sure a lot of different things contribute to when you're at your best. What kind of person do you want to be today? It could be anybody that you want to be every day. Who do you want to be today? You get to decide that every day, every moment, if we want to. Which is pretty cool. If you changed nothing right now in the way that you live, the way that you think, what will your life look like in 3 months from now? How do you feel about that? And if you're not happy about that, what are you going to do about that? How do you deal with negative thoughts that come up about yourself or about your life? Do you sink into them? I guess maybe we all do a little bit. Or do you climb out? How do you deal with it? How do you ground yourself when you feel overwhelmed? If you don't know what grounding is, what makes you feel calm or regulated again? Some people could be walking outside in nature or touching rocks, if you're weird like me. Breathing, taking a glass of water. Who are you most jealous of and why? And who pops into your mind? How comfortable are you about talking about your feelings, or even sitting with and assessing your own feelings, even if it's not with somebody else. When is the last time that you cried? Do you cry often? Or not? And why not if you don't? What's something that upsets you about another person's behavior or actions? And this might be a hard rapid fire question to answer. What does that say about you? Is there any mirror there of behaviors that you don't like, or things that you maybe don't like about yourself? How do you handle difficult yet necessary conversations, whether you're the one initiating them or on the receiving end of them? How do you handle it? How do you define happiness? Are there any ways that you're preventing your own happiness? What's getting in your way? Are your behaviors and actions and choices in life guided by love or guided by fear? How do you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror? It can be a tough one. Looking at your eyes, nothing else, just looking at your eyes. How do you feel about your soul self? What has a fear of failure stopped you from pursuing or doing? Fear of failure, fear of being wrong, fear of loss, fear of what you might find on the other side in an unknown world. What could you give a 20-minute speech on without any prior preparations? Something you're really passionate about, you can just talk and talk and talk and talk about. What question, just in this moment, it could change daily, what question right now do you wish you had the answer to? Is there a question you wish you had an answer to? What limiting beliefs do you hold about yourself? How would you live differently right now, just in your day-to-day life, if nobody was judging you and you felt fully supported by everyone in the world? What would you do? How would you live? And that was our final question. How would you live? Maybe you can take baby steps and start living the way that you want to live. If nobody cared, obviously everyone cares, but they didn't care if you were weird, or they didn't care if you danced like nobody was watching, or sang around everyone in the car. Do you ever catch yourself doing that? You sing really loud by yourself, and then you're quiet when you're around people. Maybe we can shift that. Just baby steps, stepping into who we are. And that's all I have for now. If you'd like me to answer any of these, feel free to ask them in the comments, and maybe I will give an answer. or maybe not. I'll answer all of them. I just might plead the fifth on some of them. I hope that your road towards self-awareness is beautiful and continuous and constantly blooming. Just be kind to yourself on this journey. It's a forever journey. And sometimes we will work on things and then they might happen again. And we might feel like we worked on those, so why are we still struggling with it? And that's okay. It's just part of the process. And that's all I have for you tonight. I wish you luck. And I know that you can do it.